A world at war. Africa, Yugoslavia, the Middle East. But there's another war you don't hear about in the news. The war in America's ghettos.
96 buildings and the cribs go from A to F.
My guns is lethal, put the 9 to your back, make your whole chest see through. And cause you got shots, that don't make you mean. And I seen niggas shot over some cane, and I seen some get knocked for not knowing the game.
Loaded Glocks will be keep among us, in case niggas from other blocks trying to creep up on us. We hustle hard on these blocks and these streets and corners.
Rep your hood, why? Cause QB many.
Queensbridge, the world's largest housing projects. Just across the bridge from rich Upper East Manhattan. 96 buildings, 6 blocks, 1 neighborhood. The richest legacy in hip-hop. Home of Marley Marl, The Juice Crew, Nas, Mobb Deep, CNN, and the realest rapper of them all, Tragedy.
Fuck a battle rap, nigga, you could battle this guy. Get the slug press where your main organs at. Long as I'm living, I'll show you the meaning of terrorism. Come on. Like a nigga permanently scarred, locked in prison.
Gangster, poet, revolutionary, criminal, paradox. This is his story. The story of pain turned to beauty. The story of Queensbridge. QB. Traj is the one who links all the other QB rappers together, the one who lived all the great Queensbridge moments. So in telling his story, he's telling the story of his hood.
How the fuck does he get killed?
A war story. So Traj brings a team of war reporters to the bridge. But just days after they start filming, rap star Nori scoops up Traj in Manhattan. 20 gun-wielding cops pull up on him, throwing Traj to the concrete. They don't find the machine guns they're looking for, but Traj has a warrant. So we begin our story from jail.
He says never die alone. You gotta go out, take them with you. You know what I'm saying? If there's a war, take them niggas with you. My name is Tragedy Gaddafi, and you know, I'm from Queensbridge. But right now, you know, I'm being held, being detained.
The Jakes never worry me as long as I'm free. For my niggas holding packs, nothing less than a G. Crime side of life, foul price to pay. Illegal life, trigger tripe till we old and gray. When the flesh dry up and this world decay, reach heaven in the pearly white accurate. Until then, I'ma shine till the last sin. Resurrect through the birth of my son and live again.
Yo, this 4111. Till it shine, witch niggas quick when I speak. I quote biblical, preach wise words of wisdom, follow the lyrical. As the stories go, you know what I'm saying, like Traj Poppins was like one of the illest dudes on this block. He was really heavy in the crime wave, in the stick-up game.
My father died when he was 18. I never seen him. He never saw me in the physical form. I would have dreams of this man, which at the time I thought was myself. I thought I was dreaming of myself as an older man. My mother showed me a picture, and in my dream, I realized that I was actually dreaming about my father.
Get out your face.
Like my moms would take me places with her, like, you know, we'd be everywhere, you know what I mean? Every party she went to, I was there, you know what I'm saying? That's why I think I first had the love for music.
Every time I hear old jam, I think about us. Made the choice to have me, you love me that much. It's real, back then, mommy, you was a little girl, pregnant with me. Feeling all alone in this world, it's valid to see. My pops died at age 18.
Like around 11, 12, you know, discovered that my mom was using drugs. My mom was a heroin addict. I watched my mother go from, you know, having a good job, graduating from college and all that. I would just watch our whole household get turned upside down.
Percy!
When things were going on in my crib, I would always run into the street. I felt a sense of freedom. I felt a sense of belonging. I felt like I belonged there. My moms would like do things to try to keep me in the crib, keep me out the street, and keep me out of trouble, which was ironic to me because I'm like, yo, you know, you in the street, why can't I be in the street?
Let me out, sorry, I won't do it again. Let me out.
She would actually, she would tie one wrist to this side of the pole that held up the bed, you know, this wrist to the other one. Once I got one wrist out, I was hood, I was good. You know, I lived on the first floor on Vernon Boulevard, 41st side of Vernon. Once my feet hit the street, I was good. My mom would leave sometimes for days, sometimes weeks. You know, the food would run out. So I'd go up to Associated, walk out with a steak, box of rice, can of corn, pack of Kool-Aid, box of sugar, and a bottle of ketchup. You feel me? You know, I fried the steak up, hooked the rice up, and it was gravy. Everybody ate. I went from going to Associated and boosting to doing stick-ups.
We got a few cats that was out here around. Trash had been wrong with people since he was about 12.
You broke, you young, you don't have no money, you go right down the block to Queens Plaza. This side of the bridge is Manhattan, and the other side of the bridge, that's the plaza. You go to the plaza and you do what we call catch a lick. And sometimes that's what he did. Sometimes I watched him do it.
Trad's always been nice. He was like real lyrical from like young.
Oh, he's ill. He's the nastiest. He's one of the nastiest out here. He's only rapped to me before I got him to rap to in front of the whole class.
I stayed with the Black Composition Notebook. Everybody in the hood knew that.
12, 10-year-old guy walking around with a pad, you know, writing rhymes.
Not that long ago, I remember being in the studio with Nas and shit. He was like, yo, you know, used to put a line after every last line in your rhyme. Little niggas just watching me how I wrote on the block.
I designed paragraphs like an architect. Yo, done is mad little. How you say all of that? He had totally roasted this guy. This guy tried to break a bottle and stab Trash because he felt that bad.
We over here at the you know, world famous 59th Street Bridge. This park alone just holds a lot of memories in terms of the history, in terms of my history, in terms of the history of Queensbridge. They used to set up the equipment, Disco Twins, right? Marley,
The All Brothers.
the All Brothers, you know
White
what I'm saying?
Flash.
White Flash, you know what I'm saying?
LES, all them cats.
Come yeah, LES, Hot Day.
Hot Day.
Just the whole park would just be popping. That's ill.
The mothers would come to the DJ booth, and then the DJ be like, well, such and such, your mother's at the gate. And it's chaos now because you trying to run away so you don't get a beating.
That's the shit that sparked me, right there. Just you know, being in the park and just starving, just waiting for your turn.
Like you want to cry, like when I get my turn.
Word.
And then you get it, and then I was like, wow, him?
He was holding himself down with all like the old school rappers, like got in the park jam and just tore it down.
It's like, what the fuck? What happened? You know what I mean? It's like this shit is like looking like a graveyard to me and shit now. Before, like, even the projects had so much life in it.
The mid-80s. QB's own Juice Crew dominates the rap game, giving Queensbridge worldwide notoriety. Producer Marley Marl is in control.
that was crazy important, especially for me, you know what I'm saying, because I'm from Queensbridge.
We more amped than ever, you know, during that time.
Kane, Sham, Biz, Craig G, Shantae, G-Rap.
Juice Crew days, baby.
Polo.
They dominated, and especially with Marley Marl. Yeah, I mean, he dominated other areas like with Eric B and Rakim, you know.
Marley was the fucking king, you know what I'm saying? Marley was the man.
Everybody was chasing Marley. Yo, Marley, put me on.
He wasn't really paying me no mind and shit. I guess he had mad motherfuckers running up on him, telling him they could rhyme and all that. I went to the crib this one time in particular, and he told me to come back in 15 minutes. I probably waited maybe 10 minutes, but it felt like 5 hours. He let me in that time.
He got like a certain style and a certain flavor, you know what I mean? A certain little flow that's kind of hot right now. So I was like, yo, that's a go.
He threw a beat on, and I just got at that shit. And it was called A Tragedy.
Woke up one morning, turned your radio on.
Couldn't find your money and your brother was gone. Ran to the kitchen, all you found was a bone. You knew your brother's habit, couldn't decide on his own.
Marley used to live right in this building on the second floor, 4114. We used to actually wait for Trash to come down so he can play the tape.
Lost his wife and lost his friends. The way he started is the way he'll end. Using cocaine again and again.
When we recorded It's a Tragedy, it was like a demo from the crib. You know, he was telling a little life story. It was a hot joint. A little hot joint for hip hop, you know what I mean?
Before Tragedy, I was called Jade Ski.
He was going by J Ski at that time. So I told him, I want you to turn it to Tragedy.
As a kid, the crazy shit I was doing, motherfuckers was like, yo, you a tragedy, man.
My baby grandma?
They used to call my husband the Hurricane.
You used to be a bad boxer, but see, I make music all the time. You get old, you can't box no more.
Everybody would know when he started walking around, he had a drink. He knew he was going to terrorize the project.
Messing with the World Series on that shit. Tommy Hazy, Cleon Jones.
They would wild out and get drunk and carry on, and you know the story. You know, and then I got to remove myself from the scene.
Trash was chasing everybody. Anybody that had something to do with music, he was chasing. Marley didn't have enough time for him. I did.
Your talent is extraordinary, you know what I mean? You're good, you're ill on the rhyming tip. It's just not all about rhyming. You gotta know the business, otherwise they're gonna take your money.
He always had old records and old tapes with beats and shit. So I would go there and, like, you know, practice my shit.
A couple of times he used to tell me about this kid. He's always stealing and getting busted in the store, so I'm gonna bring him home one day, you know, so you can meet him.
I had motherfuckers running up on my moms, telling them they was gonna kill me. So my mom was like, yo, you know, you jeopardizing your sister's lives and your little brother's life and my life. You gotta go.
Oh.
Immediately, T, love, boom. Nowhere to stay, you stay here. When you eat here. You family.
Oh man, that's fucking tough. He's stupid ass, yo. Shit's good like that. Shit is good.
When crack hit, is like it just swept throughout, not only Queensbridge, throughout the whole New York City.
Crack changed things a great deal.
Prior to that, it was coke and dope, you know what I'm saying? But crack was different because little fucking valve and shit, you could get $10, $20 and shit.
You know, people stand outside, individuals make 5,000.
I went to the Fed system doing time for that bullshit, so.
Queensbridge is like that shit is like a city. It's the biggest housing projects in the world. In terms of hustling, it was a gold mine. So you had motherfuckers coming from all over, taking over our projects, and our projects going to war with motherfuckers because they wanted to come in and try to take over the projects.
Hold on, it's a lot that I want to say, but a lot that I can't say because it's like, see, back then we had like a code in the street.
You had like the 40 busters and shit.
Some of the big gangsters back in the days, you had Felton,
Trent,
kid named Arcade,
Smurf,
World, Fun,
Juice,
QT.
Hot, you had mad, it was mad motherfuckers out there.
They was like the most flyest, you know what I'm saying? Keep the hair in waves, keep the fresh Bally's, British, whatever was new they had. We from the hood, like we don't got that much. And like we would see them and be like, yo, I wanna be like Don.
I watch motherfuckers on the corner hustling in the fucking freezing winter cold to get money, risking their life all day. So like to me it was like, yo, I stand on the block and shit, punk. And I could just take these shit. I remember fucking with some dudes, robbing some Jamaican dudes, you know, me bass and shit, and them niggas catching up with me.
They had him for like 3 days, and they put him in an abandoned warehouse. He was beat so many times.
My shit was like kabong, kabong.
And he was tied to this chair, and he had feces and all that on himself and everything. And the rats was coming on him and eating him. They just took him and drove him in a car and threw him in the East River over there, and he couldn't swim.
It was cold around that time. But when I fell in that water, that shit felt like I fell in straight, like I was just put in a big ass ice tray. And then when I climbed up on the rocks, I had to lay there because I'm fucked up. I remember crawling like this, you know what I'm saying, like worming and shit. And it seemed like that shit took fucking forever.
God have mercy on all of us. God have mercy on him. That's a miracle right there.
Yo, God, the Most High got so much mercy on me. I be like, yo, man, you be showing me too much love. When you gonna take it back? You could go down, you could get fucked up, and that be it, and that be a wrap. I know, you know what I'm saying, all of us know thorough niggas that did not make it.
After the river incident, finally Marley did something.
You know, Marley just figured, yo, T know what's good on the streets. So if he fucking with T, yeah, I'ma fuck with him. So in the way you kind of stole him from T.
You know, I was going back to Marley's, laying joints like Live Motivator. That shit was like, now I'm like 14, 15.
They was on, I believe, the In Control Volume 1.
Tragedy elevates to the exterior, imperial superior, you're inferior, intelligent trooper. I detect, but I design paragraphs like an architect.
Like everybody like idolized him because he was the littlest, the youngest one out of the whole juice.
This is before a Bow Wow, Crisscross, a little Romeo, you feel me?
MC Sham, Marley Marl, Roxanne Shante, you know what I'm saying? Tragedy.
They had massive talent, but he was like the one that stood out because he was so little, and then he got locked up.
That slowed down his entry into the Juice Crew. It's the talent I had. This can't be the end.
I got locked up for robbery. At that time, that new law passed. If you were 16, you could be, you know, charged as an adult. I went to Rikers Island as a youthful offender.
Rikers Island, man. Have you ever been on Rikers Island, motherfucker?
And I went upstate.
You were supposed to be upstate. At 16, upstate.
I was locked up with motherfuckers doing double life. Motherfuckers that was never coming home. Monsters, brolic monster niggas. I remember my moms came to see me. And my moms looked at the inmates on the visiting floor and was like, baby, you alright? Go inside my cell, there's a pack of cigarettes on my bed and shit. So I'm like, what the fuck? Niggas trying to claim me or some shit. So I took one of my pencils out to sharpen it by scraping it. Next day, we locked out to go to showers, and the nigga that put the cigarettes on my bed, this nigga sitting there looking at me and shit, eyeing me up and down and shit. So I was like, fuck, I just took the pencil from under my armpit, just start banging them, boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? And it was ill because the pencil ain't even break. Whatever, they rushed me up out of there. I laid up in Keep Lock for a minute. When they put me in the Keep Lock, you know, they ain't really let you out and shit, but after a while, like, they let us out for like an hour and shit. There was another older brother, he's probably down for like 20 joints. He was a Muslim brother. He gave me some books, you know what I mean, to read. I think the first book was Man, Child in the Promised Land. The next book he gave me was the autobiography of Malcolm X. Now that book, like, really just sparked me. I became conscious, you know what I'm saying? I became more aware of myself and my people. Then my man Prince Wally was there.
I had got locked up. A few months later, in '88, Trash I came in.
Me and Prince Wally, we just did our bid together.
He's like, yo, write me some titles for some songs. Just write me a lot of titles. I used to be writing a list. I go by a cell when they call Chow.
Yeah, this is part 2 of the tragic Gaddafi incarceration, jail, and Jammu. You know what I'm saying? For all the viewers that want to see the truth and the realness, and for all y'all cats out there, you know what I mean, that want to wild up and act up, you know what I mean, and not use your fucking head, this is where you end up, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter if you're making records, or you getting money, or you broke, or you whatever you doing, man, you know what I'm saying? It could go down, you could get locked the fuck up, as you see. I came home with the steak greens on and a BVD burgundy nylon in January. It's freezing, but I didn't even feel a cold. When you get out of jail, man, your adrenaline is so, you just, you know what I'm saying, you're so open, you don't even feel cold.
He told me he was locked up and he was watching TV, seeing the videos. He was like, oh shit, damn, I'm supposed to be part of that.
Throughout my whole bid, I wasn't thinking about me coming home and making records. I was feeling it because every time I turned around, motherfucker would have a cassette of Kane or Shan's album. I felt like the shit let me down, you know what I'm saying? Like, hip-hop just let me down.
He was so quiet, he was into reading books.
I fucked everybody's heads up. I enrolled in college, LaGuardia College, and I actually liked it. I had seen Marley in the bridge one day. He pulled up, he had the red Beamer. I'm like, damn, that motherfuckers been doing y'all thing, man, you know what I'm saying, while I was away. He was like, yo, what's up? Let's go in the studio, man.
You know, he's like sitting with Big Daddy Kane. He's sitting with, you know, Biz and them bugging out, freestyling. So, you know, he definitely saw a future.
I went to T's house. He had Night of Living Bass Heads on VHS. It was playing. And that shit just caught me. And I was like, oh, shit, this song is fucking crazy. So, boom, I called Chuck D up. I'm like, yo, man, I just want to ask you a question. Who's H-Rap Brown? Who's Asada Shakur? Who's Huey Newton? And he's like, all right, well, I'm going to tell you who these people are. I start breaking it down. I'm like, yo, these is gangsters, yo. These is the real gangsters. And the love just came back. You know what I mean? The love. And slowly I stopped going to school. The sessions would get later and later, then I just started paying them out.
We did an Intelligent Hoodlum project, which did pretty well for A&M Records. And you know, he was basically rhyming his teachings.
Intelligent Hoodlum came out, I was in the Fed system. He was applying what he learned from the streets and from the penitentiaries. He's applying that to his everyday life.
Arrest the president, he's the criminal.
Arrest the President is basically me taking every motherfucking thoughts from the hood and just compressing it and concentrating it through myself and blasting at the president.
Arrest the President, my shit, Black, I'm Proud, all that shit. I ain't gonna front. One time Trash was shooting a video, I was a little nigga. I snuck to the River Park, you know what I'm saying, to see him shoot the video and shit.
This was before, like, this one with Nas, everybody, with Mega, before Mega did his bid. This is before all that shit. Trash had it popping on the block.
He was the best, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in the hood knew it at the time, you know what I'm saying?
One minute he was like this criminal, and then the next minute, like, he had the kufi on in the video with the glasses.
And then him and Marley got into a big, bad situation. Because after he came out and did the Juice Crew shit, and he had his money.
I heard a story about him running up in Marley crib, putting the gat to Marley, taking the SP SP 1200 and his publishing and all that stuff. So I think that's what like, you know, like cut the situation off with them too and things like that.
My mom was living in Ohio, you know what I'm saying? She had got her life together. And I started working at a promotions company, a marketing company, and I wasn't making no music again, going through my little hate music phase again. I love this. I love hip hop. I can't just stop like this again. So I go back to the hood. I was really analyzing who's who, what's what, because I was looking for the next nigga.
We approach the hill. This is Queensbridge, where everything happens, where it all goes down at.
No, this is my home here in QB.
Gambino, what's up? Twin.
CF to the death.
This how QB get down, you heard? Don Law do what he want, say what he feel. Can't see it coming down my eyes, cause I'm real. Crime fan, hold, 2 stills, put holes in your grill. Thought it was a game, I clip, he caught it. Told you get your shit twist backwards, skate, and peel off in the bins, relaxing, you heard?
It was like dudes was thirsting for something brand new.
Rappers from the street, they rap about Scarface, top of the world.
Going from nothing to something.
What black little kid after watching that movie won't say, yo, damn.
I ain't gonna start slapping niggas. I'ma just start capping niggas.
QB. And I seen niggas shot over some cane. Then I seen some get knocked for not knowing the game. I seen
sort of pump action, how to flame you.
Everybody stashing cracks, little niggas passing death.
That's the era of the thug.
Young rapper Nas puts QB back on the map with his Illmatic album. He'll go on to sell millions of records. Some say he's not just the best in Queensbridge, but the world.
When Illmatic dropped, yeah, I was in QB.
What was it like?
That was like another amp for us.
Niggas was like, yo, this little nigga, 40th side of Vernon. That nigga sound just like you.
When I first heard Live at the Barbecue,
kidnapped the president's wife without a plan.
I thought Nas was tragedy. That's to tell you how tragedy is the father of a whole lot of Queensbridge style. And that's no disrespect. You know what I mean? That's just keeping it funky.
Nas never had that stuff happen to him in his life. These things would not. This boy is a straight A student. You understand? So he's in the rap game and he's just going off of his friend's life, you know? But Traj lived that life.
Nas grew up with my family, my uncles and my father and stuff. But soon as he got big, like at least a little bit big, he was around for the first few songs, but then after that it was like cut off all communication. For a minute he was doing like every video out here, running on the side of the blocks and everything. And then, I don't know, he just stopped coming out here. He betrayed us in a lot of ways, so he's afraid to come here, I think.
I wouldn't say he's scared, but I think it's more like, it's just that you got a lot of cats reaching out to him for the wrong reason. Yo, Nas, let me get $1,000. Yo, son, let me bail my brother out of jail. Do this, do that. Son, pay my rent. People got to realize this is the fruit from his labor, and everyone wants to eat off of that. It's not like that. It can't be like that.
Havoc and prodigy of Mobb Deep, thug rappers with die-hard fans worldwide, now signed with 50 Cent. But before the money and fame, Havoc is a young, aspiring solo artist.
Baby. How do you mean trash?
Well, I met Traj one day. I was in a candy store on the hill, you know what I mean? I was a little kid.
And he ran up on me or whatever in front of the candy store. He was like, yo, I want to battle you. He was mad tiny too.
And then he was like, nah, shorty, you know, I don't want to battle you. You know, I'd rather be down with you.
I said, yo, but check this out. Every time I see you, this rap shit is serious. You better have a new rhyme.
He was to try to pound on me, you know what I'm saying? They make me right.
Boom, 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 lump him up.
And if he didn't have a rhyme, tried to dump him out.
Then he started getting nice. Then he just started making beats.
Havoc, keep it real to Phil.
He needed a name. He just seemed like me when I was younger, a little dude that just was ambitious, you know what I'm saying? Like, this little motherfucker was gonna create some havoc in this game.
You know, he started calling me Havoc, and the next thing you know, everybody was calling me Havoc.
Havoc was really, you know what I'm saying, underneath Traz's wing, but we was all underneath T.
M-O-B-B, D-double-E-P.
P's not from Queensbridge. I think P's from Long Island or some shit. But that nigga might as well live in the hood. He be in the fucking hood every day.
Don't look at me, don't watch me. What? Don't watch me, what I'm doing.
Yeah, P, he started hanging with niggas out here on 12th Street.
G.O.D.
Shake it right there.
Big diamond rings from my tanky.
There was one show Mobb Deep had back in the days and they had a little beef and niggas from Queensbridge was sticking up for him like, yo, you ain't doing nothing to P. So P started rapping the hood hard after that. That made him from Queensbridge. P's from Queensbridge, fuck that.
Official Queensbridge murderers, the mob comes equipped for warfare.
Like a lot of times when Havoc was doing the infamous Mob album, I was with him in the studio. I would be there with him when he making the beats.
I remember Twin came from the studio.
Recognize and realize.
Yo, over Gambino drunk like, yo, it's over.
This is my favorite beer.
Like, yo, he just did a song, Shook Ones.
The infamous album goes gold. Shook Ones goes down as one of hip-hop's greatest anthems.
It was like Traj era, Nas era, and now it's the Mob era. So, you know, it's like every time it's a new era, everybody get hyped.
You could just go to the bridge and be standing on 21st Street and just feel the aura dripping off the hood.
We're on 21st Street, Queensbridge Products right here.
What up, yo? Infamous Mob the guard. You know what I'm saying? We rolling deep, this my family right here. Show love to the hood. Hey, QB, AQ, you know. Infamous Mob.
2-5, be on the deadline. Read the headline.
Combining gangster rap and revolution, Traj starts recruiting for 25 to life.
They gonna look at our music and call us gangsters. They gonna look at our music and call us thugs. In my opinion, Che Guevara was a gangster. Huey Newton, Malcolm. I'm like, yo, these is gangsters, yo. These is the real gangsters. These are real people. These ain't no fucking made up movie motherfuckers walking around with pinky rings. I'm not knocking what we've done, how we came up in this hood, in these streets. But I'm seeing something so different. We not no motherfucking gang, man. We a movement. The streets is like the news. Suburbia wants to know what's going on in the hood. And 25 to life is gonna be the motherfucking essence of all of that. 2-5.
This is how I'm coming at you. 25 to life, like saying I don't give a fuck.
In the streets, we doing 25 to life in Queensbridge.
Is this music shit or is this gangster shit?
It's gangster because it's real. But it's so far beyond just being some gangster shit, man.
We revolutionists. That's what 2-5 is, you know.
252? Yeah, they was deep. You know, niggas was throwing things on the street.
It ain't nothing like we trying to support violence and we trying to support drug deals and trying to support guns and all that. But when you got these people out here that's living like that, that's just how it is, and that's how the music comes out.
When Snoop coming out, he got everybody want to wear cornrows and shit. Biggie drop, everybody want to throw a Kango cap onto the side. We gotta create a movement, man. See, once you create a movement, the people will follow. Look at the kids out here. Look at the little brothers out here, little sisters. They lost.
Everything was based on Middle East. Like when they was going through the turmoil with the oil and everything was based on that. Like Tragedy, Gaddafi, Iman, Thug, people that had power but was like outcast.
But if we come on some third world shit, we'll fuck the game up. This is the hood. This ain't third world, nigga. Ain't slugs flying over you. They flying over me. We taking this. You feel me?
I'm saying though, God, I'm saying. It's 86, Ebony Prince, man. You know what it is. I'm walking with you.
Yo, Trash, I'm with you.
You got generals, comrades, lieutenants, captains, you know what I mean, guerrilla warfare.
Crown side of life, fair price to pay. Illegal life, trigger tripe, till we old and gray. When the flesh dry up and this world decay. Reach heaven in the pearly white accurate. Until then, I'ma shine to the last sin. Resurrect through the birth of my son and live again.
The Trage and Nas lyrically, it was like Mobb Deep and then CNN, you know what I'm saying? Mobb Deep 25 to life. That was like a new era.
Yeah, I remember 25 to life era with Nori, him, Capone.
No, he formed 2-5. We formed CNN.
Chuck D was Walter Cronkite, you know what I'm saying? His concept in terms of reporting from the streets to the world, to mainstream America, it's obvious what I did with it.
CNN, you know, that's the biggest news station, you know, everybody listen to. Boom. And it's those guys' names, you know what I'm saying? Capone and Noriega, so we just, you know, it all fit together. Street reporters.
Capone, Noriega, you feel me? CNN.
Each one of them had bad situations behind them. Like Thugs was like, Dad, you know what I'm saying? I got all these charges, but I can do something.
Me and Capone met through mutual friends. It's crazy because he was from like 2 blocks from where I grew up at.
That's how we did.
I heard his name, apparently, allegedly, he was accused of bang shooting a police officer.
When I really met Trash was when I was hustling in Troy, New York. Me and my nigga Shy right there, you know what I'm saying? And my nigga Wonderful. And the nigga said, yo, come down. Wonderful was trying to be a rapper. That nigga cursed too much. He was like a motherfucker, you my motherfucker, bitch, nigga, motherfucker.
We just was running together. So Pone was like, yo, you can stay at my crib.
That shit was like a motherfucking family because Trash was living with me. We was living together, you know what I'm saying? We was all living together in the hood, you know what I'm saying? With my moms, rest in peace, mommy.
You know what I'm saying? If you look on any of my albums, I always shout her out because she was like a mother to me.
Mommy, rest in peace.
Excuse me, can I get a little tank pool in the side corner?
Capone is smooth. He's always been smooth. He ain't new. He's not front.
Pone was like that personification of what Nas would be if Nas was a street cat.
Hey, you see my ice?
They have totally different rhyme styles, but just they had a certain kind of aura about them that puts them in a certain kind of category in terms of, you know what I'm saying, on some fly gangster shit. Like, to me, that's Capone. I wanted to concentrate on Capone, you know what I'm saying? But Pone, I ain't gonna lie, Pone was like, yo, but my man is nice. I want my man to be down with me.
Capone brought Nori the Trash.
So what was Nori's name before he was Nori?
His name was motherfucking
Poppy Mason. After Pappy Mason from Southside Jamaica, Queens, and the whole Fat Cat regime.
No, he went from Poppy to Left Right to Nari.
Nobody liked Nori's style at first. Nobody. Everybody out there was like, yo, what the fuck is he doing? This guy Gudo, Nami Chulo, you know what I'm saying?
The DR parade, Lion Biggest Beast, Balls and Praise. So, hang. How we doing it?
It took like a lot of coaching from me, of course, coaching and grooming and shit, and just chiseling everything. After a while, people started like saying, yo, but this shit is kind of hot.
My nigga, and that's he taught me everything I know, and that's the reason why it went off the way it went off.
Trash had conversations about Capone and Noriega when they wasn't there. Like, yo, Capone and Noriega's the next shit.
I'm trying to get everybody to listen to $500,000 song we had called $500,000 and Get the Cream and A Legal Life. Those are like the first 3 or 4 songs. Like, then we did Parole Violators. Havoc came through with the crazy beat. I know you know that shit.
Yeah. Parole violating fugitives on the run, son. Live by the gun, son. Die by the gun, son. We can make it happen if we want to. They to get that ass quick if they really want you.
Who better than, you know, Trash to, you know, guide, you know, two brothers' careers, you know what I mean, like CNN, and you know, he got them to where they are today.
Right now, we in Manhattan, at an undisclosed location, right now. On motherfucking hideout. Y'all niggas can't be knowing where I'll be at like that. You feel me? Stop. Been on this planet for 32 years, it's still strong. The world's rotting like the veins in my father's arm. I remain calm, study Islam, read the Torah. World going in flames like Sodom and Gomorrah.
That's when the East and West Coast beef was just kindling.
Snoop Dogg and the Dog Pound attacked the East Coast.
Yeah, they went at New York. They had to join New York, big city of dreams.
We was looking at Snoop like, what the fuck? What y'all niggas talking about, though? So y'all talk about us?
Everybody's looking for an answer from this side. And 25 to Life was the first to step up.
LA, big city of dreams, but everything in LA.
Yo, Havoc, I just heard Flex play some shit by Snoop and the Dog Pound, Death Row and all that going right at us, son.
He was the one that put it all together, you know what I'm saying?
They did New York. We go back at them and we do LA.
He moved the Ponds, moved the Rooks, moved the Queens, you know what I'm saying? Until he solidified his position as him being a general.
Prodigy, Capone, Noriega, Havoc, we did a song for the Bad Boy mixtape.
You know, when I was sitting in the studio, I was like, yo, I mean, this how these bridge cats need to sound. They need to be sitting on shit like this. You know, when I still hear it, it still sends chills through me.
Puff didn't want to use it. Cool, shout out to Puff, my nigga. But Puff didn't want to use it, so we decided we're gonna put it out on a motherfucking own. Shot a low budget video of money we got on the street and did it.
We ain't go over there crushing no buildings and nothing like that. We did the video right down there in the train station. You know, and out in the hood. Things like that. And we just did it and it came out hot, and at the time they was playing that record like crazy, you know what I'm saying?
When they dropped that, it was all good. Especially for Queensbridge.
And next thing you know, that shit broke us in the door. We was on unsigned hype, all that shit.
Come outside.
Who you talking to? Don't go outside.
We hollered at Fat Joe, he didn't want to get on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, dogs. I don't know, maybe they were scared. Because at the time, you know, Suge was running Death Row.
You know, it's bad enough that you gotta deal with real shit in Queensbridge, but to have to consider, like, real shit with motherfuckers from a different coast over some fucking rap shit. I don't think, like, Tragedy was, like, sniffing cocaine in the studio with a fucking Mac 11 saying, yeah, we're gonna fucking do this, and fuck that, we're gonna shoot people.
I believe it was the MTV Awards. I'm Suge Knight and all them niggas came down, and Nas called up the hood, my block, 41st and Vernon, and niggas came through thick. I mean, thick. Everybody had Nas, Mac 11s, 4 pounds. It was guns all over Midtown.
And we just coming back at y'all to let you know we ain't no punks over here in Queensbridge. It ain't had nothing to do with the rest of New York, because the rest of New York ain't had nothing to say. We was the only ones that was doing that, you know what I mean? Word. That was that.
Now I'm out, back to the galaxy of Queens, in between the crime scenes, serving fans like fiends.
Yeah, that's that LA
so
shit.
Eternally, the game reversed and burned me. My man turned states and took the 1 to 3. Snitching on me, how could it be? We was team. I guess he got divided by the cream. FBI ran in my crib where I live, snatched my wife, child welfare took my kids. Son, I can't live. I got hit with double life bid. Doom, 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 doom. From the stress, my head throbbing like a tumor. It's 1 o'clock, make it a lot. I catch Juma, lay down my towel, slide off my suede pumas. The rumors spread around the jail like that. Been down for 6 joints, holding down these flats. Latin kings do they thing, ice pick for gas. Trying to lay my guard body cats all in they back, but never that. Know what I'm saying? QBC. Then Paul Mars passed, so I said 2-5 and Mar D. Mommy rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? Inshallah. One love to that nigga Molly Mar, LA, you feel me? Word, that type of shit.
Come on, y'all niggas think I'm ice.
That's a nice camera, Guy Mouse.
Good looking.
Where you get this camera from? That's a nice camera, Guy Mouse.
Yo, stop fucking with the camera.
Ooh, stop playing with me.
Stop fucking with the camera.
Yo, get the camera off me.
I rap. See, but this is what you call 2 hammers in 1 hand.
And that's what you call the undercover FBI agent.
You heard what happened in the you heard, right?
That's why I'm out of here. Yeah, B. Matter of fact, let me get that coverage right now. Y'all can start this all over. Let me get that from the beginning where I was in there and all that. Let me get that. Let me get that. Y'all can start that all over.
Alright, we're gonna keep this because they can't arrest me for a gun they could never find.
Get the nigga, but we got to match this shit out right. People, that nigga got mad fucking, you know what I'm saying? Boricua niggas running with him. You know what I'm saying?
They ain't gonna expect it. We gonna move. It's raining, son. They ain't gonna expect it right now, yo. They ain't gonna expect it, son.
I ain't trying to have 2-5 casualties, man. That's what I'm saying. I want us to get in and get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying?
You guys were hustling to pay for the war report?
Yeah, we was doing everything we fucking can. Till we got a deal. And the deal was enough for nothing. Me and Nori spent that at the Averex store. The whole deal. Averex pants, boots, jackets.
We had songs like Black Gangster, you know,
Bitch sniff a pyramid off a dollar bill, she will.
T.O.N.Y., who we got from one of the hottest producers at that time, which was Puffy's producer.
T.O.N.Y.
Versatile producers, but coming on this real gutter street album. You know what I mean? And the chemistry it worked.
His contribution to it is just his whole aura, you know what I mean? You know, he did his thing with that. He put jewels in Thun's head, you know what I'm saying? He put jewels in Capone's head.
All right, well, let me get that tape coming. Y'all can start
Hey, you back up.
Y'all can start all over. Let me.
Matt.
Don't worry about it. Yes, y'all motherfucking did. My motherfucking voice is on there. They got all types of FBI shit. Let me get that copy.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't give him nothing.
What you mean don't give? Let me get that.
Don't give him nothing. Get the fuck out of here.
Please don't let me go to my car, man.
Go to your car. Tell him to go to his car and get what he got from me.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Let me get that.
Especially because we came on our own little grind, you know what I'm saying? We came on our own little shit desert, man. We changed a lot of shit up to not be like Illmatic or the infamous album, you know what I'm saying? And we got respected for our changing with the Arabic and all that good shit.
You know, that's what's dope about hip-hop. You create your own fucking CNN and your own war report, and you sample what's going on TV and put it in the context of your Iraq and your Kuwait, and that's what that record did. It just said, look, motherfuckers, people are dying over here too.
My feet touch any hood. I walk through any hood. You feel me?
Queensbridge will be Kuwait. Left Rack will be Iraq. You feel me? The Bronx will be Bosnia. Brooklyn, fuck it, we call Brooklyn Baghdad.
Lebanon, Bosnia, Kuwait, Iraq.
He nicknamed them that because of their war-torn regions, you know what I'm saying? And we war-torn out here.
In Kuwait, I awake, skull and crossbone. In my own zone, Motorola flip phone.
The housing projects in itself were responsible for so many people, at least hip-hop wise, coming out of there. So that was the impetus for me doing the piece.
Who told you about the vibe shoot? What do you know about the vibe shoot? The vibe shoot was crazy.
I hooked up with Sasha Jenkins, you know what I'm saying? He came to the crib and shit with his peoples and all that, and we had some guns and shit in the crib.
I'm gonna show you something. Give me. All right, you see it. This what happened. There was a gun pointed at the camera, right?
There was a lot of interesting sort of weaponry and other paraphernalia.
We had like a whole box of Arm & Hammer baking soda in a Ziploc bag. They thought it was a brick of coke. So they really thought it was ballin'. We had an AK. We had artillery.
They took a picture of me with the guns, but I had them, you know what I'm saying? I told them they couldn't show my face.
Nigga Trash got the gun. Nigga like, this shit is loaded. Bow!
Did a gun go off? I vaguely remember something like that.
One of the shits went off.
And the cameraman went motherfucking running like, oh shit! It's a gun going off in the house.
Damn, did we fucking scare this motherfucking interview away? But he rolled with it.
From what I understand, that led to some complications for some people down the road.
What's your ID? You ain't got no ID? You're an agent, ain't you?
Booker, show your ID, Booker.
Huh?
Show your ID.
Soon after the Vibe shoot, Capone is busted for weapons.
Hectic right now, son. Caught up in the beast, man.
Word?
Yeah, it's hectic right now, son.
Word,
know what I'm saying?
Shit, you gonna be home in a minute.
And I ain't wetting that, though. They can't hold me down for long, though.
The war report is still released.
Most thugs, most hoodlums, most whoever was like feeling that because, you know what I'm saying, they had something to relate to.
TV's in the headrest, Sega Entertainment. Push the Lex land on the way to my arraignment. TA got a witness, lawyer can't explain it. Face the judge, want some money, maintain shit. Like Caesar, 100 grand on the visa. Took the stand, suddenly caught amnesia. Found him in the warehouse, tied in the freezer. That's the life of a thug when he hold eaters. Up north, turn to dick beaters. Sending flicks to any bitch that'll feed us. 360 ways with the shell top Adidas. The black Jesus, Lebanon, remain calm. Rockin' stay green, sipping on Dawn. Arabic link, Cartier on the arm, nigga fresh off work release.
Yeah, they had to be. The album went gold, right? You know what I'm saying? So you heard them. They was, the streets was feeling that war report. I was feeling it.
So, you know, we getting the fame. Our names getting recognized. You know what I'm saying? And we running with it.
Come on. He said do the Nori with him.
I gotta do the 2-5.
Why you do the 2-5, do the 2-5, we might do the Nori. 2-5 gutter. The Nori and the 2-5,
Okay, you're fat, man.
Okay.
Loyalty is real, man. Cause a lot of niggas is hoes. So if I tell niggas too many times and niggas push me to that level, I'm gonna pop niggas' head off. And then I'm gonna be dead wrong, but I'll be dead right. Cause I'll be living. I respect a nigga that's loyal. That shit you can't buy, you understand?
With Capone locked up, Noriega, now Nori, is about to face stardom alone.
That's like shit to start getting ill between me and NO.
Capone got a good heart. I ain't gonna shit. I got a good heart too. No, I didn't never said you didn't.
Like, Trash and Nori is like the same person.
When you see him, tell yo, I smack. That's my other side, man.
Like, if Trash say no, Nori would say yes. If Nori would say no, Trash would say yes. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just like a pull for control.
He was like just getting beside himself and shit, like forgetting what it was, you know what I'm saying? It's like when he went to LA to see Nas and them and shit, it's like he just came back on some different shit.
It was just like that when I started popping. It was niggas that looked out for me, but it was other niggas that came along and said, yo, why you fucking with this nigga? You can fuck with me.
It don't matter, you know, where we go, what money, type of money we get. We should all be family like we was when we didn't have nothing. Yo, nigga, I made you, nigga. I ain't gonna be sucking your dick, Dukes. And I don't expect you to suck my dick. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be men. You know what I mean? So we never came to the table, so the animosity just grew. Then I just went at him with blood type.
Thought you had to spit, thought you had to breathe on beats. If it wasn't for me, you'd probably be on the street. Fucking up pack, niggas coming at you with gas. Same nigga at the show you got watching your back.
I don't personally got anything against Nori, but when it was on, it was on. We went to Miami, everybody had heat. My army was on the street. Noriega and his team was on the street. If it would have popped off, it would have been a war, but it ain't pop off.
They were a family, and you know, all families break up and have issues, but when they were together and they were strong, you know, that whole era with CNN is fucking amazing.
Just like with Rain Ghost, you can't make a record. Like, Trash can't make a record without Nori. Nori can't make a record without Trash. You know what I'm saying? Cause like they like the same people.
I wanna hear my records played on flex. Oh, Nori, can I get an RX? Oh, the deal, Cleopatra. See you shining in the Acura. 2.5, my deal right in back era. Sex game, teach all the girls on the amateur. Got me taking Viagra. Just for stamina, your body banging. Rap tight like a Sunni. Get the discounts on Coast bags out at Bloomies. Girlfriend work there, Armani specs there on the weekends. She can do your nails and your hair like I ain't know. I'm the Mafia on the Kawasaki. Take a SkyTel, pin them, polka dot. Love is love, blood of cuz. You can get laid down no matter who you are. Yo, love is love, no matter blood or cuz. You can get laid down no matter who you was. Yo, fucking why not? Sick of that, man.
Killer B.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Son. The girl 15 had an army. She took all my men, 32. She had razor blades in her hair. And the little kids that they had were so dominant for death.
6. Oh, push up, split. He's on some shit. Oh!
I'm a lieutenant. I'm a commander. I'm the only one back. And because I'm back, I can only teach and do what I say. And what I do to show everyone that it is Allah who is in control. And if I serve him, then he best can serve us.
First Tragic's hero Tupac is murdered. Then his man Killer Black takes his own life. And you know bad things come in threes.
My tears fall on the paper as I write, describe. It's like somewhere in my life, part of me died, and through my eyes a forgotten pain. Rotten vein, escaping the hellfire, running from flames, seeing mom.
You don't know about tragedy? Everybody been through a tragedy.
He used to go on Vernon, on 41st side of Vernon, wild out. We go to little areas in Jamaica, parties in Manhattan, the Henny, the craziness.
Next thing I know, came up here. That's where the fuck we at. We're in the underground. We're in the hideaway. So he comes up here, tears in his eyes. Yo, man, you dissed me, all that shit, I never forgot. Now I'm letting this shit out now. I jump up, shoves me against the window. You know we live on a high top floor up here in the hideaway. It's very, very high up here. I don't want to fight because I know how I get when I fight. I know how he gets when he fight, but two people fighting like us together, somebody's going to die as far as I'm concerned.
We went on a couple of trips, and, you know, he would, you know what I'm saying, like, he would talk to me and be like, yo, son, you know what I'm saying, my mom's just kind of sick.
I really didn't know that his moms was passing, you know what I'm saying, until late in the game, you know what I mean, but, if he was wilding, you know what I'm saying, I definitely, you know, I understood it, you know what I'm saying. If you lose your moms, somebody that you're really close to like that.
Seeing moms on the kitchen floor, not knowing that the dope she injected this time was too raw. Saw myself trapped in a womb, trying to get out, consumed by this hell flame pain. I spit out, on the day we rest, may our souls be free. I ain't mad cause this world made her cold like me. I forgive her cause my mother gave us all she could. Just another black girl lost, enslaved by the hood.
That's a deep song. I was there when he recorded that.
It was a hectic night. There must have been fucking 30 dudes in the session.
That was the last time I was, like, basically in the studio with him, just listening, go hanging out.
And I'm just hearing this shit, I'm like, damn, when the fuck you wrote this shit? You know what I mean? We've been getting bent all day, we've been wailing all week.
He put a lot of emphasis, a lot of pain, a lot of wisdom, a lot of everything he put into that song. That's like one of his best masterpieces.
You know, death is a part of life, you know. We all lose somebody every now and then, you know what I mean? But just gotta keep it going.
See, my mom chose dope, her pop chose the pipe. So I rhyme like a triple beam, balancing life. Hope the scale lean on my side so I can prevail. Most of us lay in a casket or locked in jail. Urban warfare, guerrilla combat. I seen a bullet tear niggas head off upon contact. So pour some Henny out for those not coming back. I pour this Henny out for my thug, Killer Black.
Nights are getting longer. We can't make it on these corners. I can't take it anymore. Death is knocking at my door. Will my escape when I get high. I don't know if I will survive. Will I live or will I die?
I sling cold nights when Jake's out. Posted in the building with my team cause the snake's out. Friends and foes and friends, this shit crazy. Rep your hood, why? Cause QB made me.
Dice rollers placing bets, fiends out chasing death. Older niggas blazing text. 96 buildings in the cribs go from A to F.
I got a lot of good memories there, especially in terms of music. I got beautiful memories there, cause that was my start.
Pop Dukes, what's up, man? My pop.
How y'all doing? Doing your thing, brother?
Yeah, what's up, man? Pop Dukes, you know what I mean?
You can go anywhere, any country, any part of the world, you won't find that much raw talent that comes out of the same community and everybody grew up together.
When I was a kid, I seen MC Shan and them do it, so I wanted to do it. People want to see me do it, they want to do it, you know what I mean? It's like we breed MCs out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, live at the chess game, folks. When it comes to this rap shit, I'm the nigga to call. Only born in 88, that's why my style is so raw. I'm a hard-headed nigga disobeying the law. At the rate that I'm going, I ain't meeting the Lord, but I'm meeting the devil with my heat strap. You know that I'm keeping the metal, my niggas heat strapped. You don't know I grew up with rebels, cock the heat back. Stick you up, I'm after your pebbles, play the beat back.
That nigga can't even see a rated R movie by himself. Come on.
That's a real legacy, man. I'm a part of that legacy, man. I'm not gonna play with that if I'm not gonna do it right at all.
Sure, when most people think of QB, they think of Nas.
I don't got a whole lot to say. Real recognize real, 20 blocks away.
But if Nas is QB's finest, Traj is QB's realest, recording the controversial song 9/11 Walk With Me for his upcoming album, Still Reporting.
Yeah, that shit is like real political.
Just walk with me. Walk with me, my niggas. Take my hand, I got you. I want it to pop. I want the revolution to start. Watch niggas get exposed, straight lose they heart. God willing, I be the one doing the killing. Ain't nobody got no love for the hood and its children.
It's sad, you know. Just think of all the people that just died in here, you know. It's a lot of death.
You in Queensbridge and you stand on the roof, you could have seen the motherfucking buildings drop. So it was real to a lot of people, man.
Everybody went on the roof on 911, looked over there. They say the Twin Towers is gone. It was another day in the hood.
We're caught in the middle between two fascists. We're caught in the middle between two beasts.
And me no love Bush, despise Bin Laden.
George W. Bush, the president right now, was arrested for cocaine possession. You gonna believe a cokehead tells you some Arab man blew this motherfucking shit up? And they ain't know what the fuck was going on? They know everything that's going on, man. They got fucking satellites in space that can see a motherfucking dime in a cornfield. We know that they lied because we caught them in lies. Watergate. You feel me? The Oliver North jump off. We know that they lied. So what makes us fucking think that this shit is the truth?
America's enemies need to be only right once.
It went from Bin Laden to Saddam Hussein. Where the fuck is Bin Laden? Bin Laden just totally fell out of the scope because it was never about Bin Laden. Natural resources, you know, black gold, oil. The same things that go on in government, go on in the streets. It's just like being in the hood, right? You get some cats from another borough to come out and lay your block down, stick your block up, stick all your competition up on the block, you know what I'm saying? And then you come in, you know what I'm saying, and supposedly save the block, get the block back up, you look like a hero, then you get the support of the people. In terms of the Bush family, in terms of their government, which I believe is a secret government, once you get the support of the people, you don't need to go to Congress now. You just signing off on shit. I don't kick no gangster rap, you know what I'm saying? I just spit facts, take it or leave it. This is me, this is tragedy.
After 2 years hard work, Traj complete Still Reporting. On October 15, 2003, the album is released. This is his last day of freedom. Good afternoon, sir.
Through your history, y'all see who Trash is, man. Intelligent hoodlum. Y'all can't front on the dude.
Trash, man. Street music, real music for life.
Broken glass everywhere. People pissing on the station, no, they just don't care.
Look up between Grandmaster Melly Mel, the tragedy Gaddafi is going to be billion served, and that's what it's all about.
Slim Jones.
Well, steel is steel, and I'ma melt your grill. Fuck that. Yo, fuck with Slim Jones still, my nigga boo. You know it's real, the truth. Smoke, storm, you know how we getting on. The raw Maki, yeah, I'm on the camera. Overstand the plan. My niggas got grams, that's sin over there. You know he right there, we care. And still we gon' blow it in the air.
Fuck I'ma do. Yo, liquid TVs in the headrest.
Oh, great. That's them too. Oh, they ill with it.
What you gonna do now? Back to the galaxy of Queens. What you gonna do now?
Now, I might not be the artist going platinum this year. Teach guy, fuck it. Long as my niggas banging on a chair. Cause at any given time, I could be right there. Stressing in the yard, throwing up dead weight. Black babies on the CO's arm playing my gate. It's real. My mom shot dope in the vein. Pops laying in the clouds took a shot in the brain. So I never sleep. I'm always gonna keep my banger. And the media wonder why I write such anger. Imagine life as a lost soul. Cold, no guidance. Out of control, catered to crime, life, and violence. And me no praise bush. I despise Bin Laden. It's like I'm caught in the middle between two fascists. This world's shallow. I'm prepared for gun battle. And we never gonna forget what they did to Diallo.
Nori calls Trash.
I said, what you say?
Recently, they patched things up and started working together again, with talk of a Rockefeller movie about the 25 to life era.
Waiting.
In a few moments, Trash will be face down, a dozen police pistols in his face.
But I know tragedies of whatever in life, you know what I'm saying? Whatever happens bad to you in life, it's a tragedy.
Every time before he pops or before anything good happens, Brump stop.
His life has always been a tragedy, but no matter how bad it's been, he's been able to overcome that.
Percy used to go to those poetry places where you used to get up on the stage and you used to rhyme and you used to write from off the top of your head. So he would win the contest just because this was happening.
Poetry, you know, you do all of this stuff, and you sit back on the toilet one day, you get your little pen, and you write that.
His technical, lyrical skills is crazy, you know what I'm saying? Even, you know, niggas like Nas gotta admit that.
Yo, peep the black Moses, literature on pure dosage. From a landscape of Kuwait, Jakes and vultures. Too many of us lose focus due to the fact that we all just a bunch of soldiers. Foul coaches, funny how the streets mold us. Allah told us, in the cages where they hold us, it's much colder. The babies follow our footsteps the way we rap. They motto is, leave a richer nigga dead and wet though. We learn the same jewels, but it seems we forget though. Yeah, forgot the jewels. Shoulda knew what love is before we learned what a thug is. Now we left our seeds to be raised by their mothers. I seen the hood raise brothers, kill too many of us. A thin line between the haters and the ones who love us. A thinner line from the freedom and the foul judges. In the streets where the snake niggas hold grudges.
Calm down.
You feel like
music make this stuff. How me what? Calm down.
Take me down, right?
Music make this stuff. Calm down.
I don't give a fuck no more.
calm down.
Yeah. I know you hate to hear the drama, but drama's all we know. We laugh with the rich cats. When they leave, we switch back. Somebody asks, yo, how he get that? With his bitch ass coming through on the humble. Just a chit chat. He used to be down on the corner with us. He was born with niggas, but now he's on the mad figures with mad bitches. A sharp dresser, cool nigga, but about to be called out by the heart testers. Never known for busting his chrome. Wasn't soft, but wasn't respected till he was grown. School he graduated. Somebody you could say had made it. While we stay in the projects, walking the pavement. Everybody has their ups and downs, but this one kid had stayed rich. While we sling the grave ships, I'm tired of it. Said a cat whose name I'ma leave anonymous, cause he might take it as some kind of diss. Anyway, he saw him driving up inside the projects. Tried to stick him, but he got bodied in the process. The Victorian became the victim. Thought he had a smooth nigga caught, but a smooth nigga licked him.
All the way down. Music make these thugs calm down. Music make these thugs calm down.
Calm us down, thug.
Music make these thugs calm down.
Yo, Jose Luis Gotcha, Golden Guns, Frank Sinatra, Amigo Sacha, all on the scene with binocular. Fajardo, Bayamon, me and Ramon, Chrome K-Tone, back to San Juan, my pop's home. Sit on the throne like a king of my kind. Take mine, genuine, laced up, laid up. Yo, que pasa, Benaquillo, you and your hijo, Perico, Puerto Rico, Magnifico Chico. He kept his heat low by his feet though. Came with Mami Chula, Grande Gula, Little Menuda, Smoke Buddha, Fatty banging plus the bitch cuter. Que linda, you should have seen that I rap, rush your premises, the nemesis, drinking Guinnesses. What? From Revelation to Genesis, the Nazis, they want Poppy, call up Gaddafi, I'm on today. We stay in bed all day and put the lie out in your mug like ashtray. Cabron, Castellano, too many people in my cipher, bloody up my Vigiano. Too much weakness, the German secret. Lay my creep game down, you just the e-ho. Slap you with the black heat though. I'm all about my clique blowing up. People showing up, seeing in what? We want to go, nothing less. Buddha bless me, caress me. Bitches here to sex me, undress me. Suck me off, crunch much like a Nestle. Suck it off, suck me off.
Music make this thug calm down.
Hand me what?
Music make this thug
Take me down.
calm down. Music make this thug calm down.
What?
Music make this thug calm down.
Take me
All
down.
the way down. Music make these thugs calm down. Music make these thugs calm down. Music make these thugs